Have you ever paused while digging in your garden and wondered, where do all those wriggling worms disappear to when the cold winds of winter start to blow? It's a question that's puzzled gardeners and composters for generations. In the warmth of spring and summer, earthworms seem to be everywhere, turning soil, munching on scraps, and making your compost bin a bustling hub of activity. But as soon as the temperature drops, it's like they've vanished into thin air. One day, your compost bin is teeming with life. Earthworms writhing and feasting on kitchen scraps. Then, almost overnight, it's eerily quiet. The once lively bin is now a ghost town, with barely a worm in sight. It's easy to assume they've either died off, or packed their bags and migrated somewhere warmer. But the truth is far more fascinating. Earthworms don't migrate, and most don't simply die when the cold sets in. Instead, they slow their bodies down to a crawl, almost like they're pressing a pause button on life itself. Their movements become sluggish, and they barely react to disturbances. As cold-blooded creatures, worms are at the mercy of their environment. Their body temperature matches the soil around them, so when the ground chills, so do they. This adaptation helps them survive, but it also means their activity drops dramatically. When winter's chill sets in, earthworms stop eating, breeding, and composting. Their metabolism slows to a near standstill. The composting process you rely on grinds to a halt, and your bin becomes a quiet, dormant space. To survive, worms burrow deep into the bedding or soil, seeking out pockets of warmth and moisture. They huddle together, conserving energy and moisture, almost like a form of hibernation. This instinctive behavior helps them make it through the harshest months. For composters, this means production slows to a crawl, or even stops completely for several months. Your kitchen scraps pile up, and the magic of vermicomposting seems to be on hold until spring returns. But what if you could keep your worms active all winter long, without investing in expensive heaters or high-tech equipment? Imagine keeping your compost bin lively and productive, even when snow blankets the ground. There's a time-tested, old-school trick that can help. By using autumn leaves and yard waste, you can create a thick, insulating blanket over your compost. This not only keeps your worms cozy, but also provides them with a steady supply of food as the leaves break down. It's a simple, affordable solution that works in harmony with nature. No fancy gadgets required, just a little planning and some natural materials from your own yard. With this method, you can keep your worms comfortable and active, turning waste into rich compost all winter long. Ready to discover how to put your worms back to work, no matter the season? Let's talk science. Worms need moisture, air, food, and the right temperature. These little creatures are the unsung heroes of your garden, quietly working beneath the surface to break down organic matter and enrich your soil. But as the seasons change and winter approaches, their world transforms dramatically. Just like us, worms have basic needs, and when the environment shifts, so does their behavior. Understanding what makes worms tick is the first step to keeping them happy and productive all year long. Their sweet spot is 55 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Within this range, worms are at their most active, munching through kitchen scraps, multiplying, and turning waste into rich, crumbly compost. This is when your compost bin is a bustling metropolis of worm activity, and your garden reaps the rewards. But as temperatures dip below 50 degrees, things start to change. Worms slow to a crawl, their metabolism drops, and their once busy world becomes eerily quiet. You might notice them moving less, or even disappearing from the top layers of your bin. When it gets this cold, worms stop eating and reproducing. Their main focus shifts to survival. They curl up, cluster together, and conserve energy, waiting for warmer days to return. The vibrant life in your compost bin grinds to a halt. In winter, they instinctively burrow to the center of the bin, huddling together for warmth. This is their natural defense against the cold, using the insulation of the compost and the collective body heat of the group to survive the harshest nights. But if the bin freezes solid, it's game over for your worms. They simply can't survive in frozen conditions, and all your hard work nurturing your worm colony can be lost in a single cold snap. Even if the bin doesn't freeze, the cold puts your composting efforts on pause. The worms go dormant, and you lose out on months of valuable soil enrichment. Your kitchen scraps pile up, and your garden misses out on the benefits of fresh compost. The challenge for every gardener is clear. Keep the bin warm enough for worms to stay active. It's not about creating a tropical paradise, but about providing just enough warmth and protection to keep your worm community thriving through the winter. With a little planning, you can insulate your bin and provide a steady supply of food, helping your worms stay active even when the weather outside is frightful. The right materials can make all the difference, keeping the compost cozy and the worms moving. The answer to winter worm woes? It's probably blowing across your lawn right now. Fallen leaves are nature's perfect insulation, and they're free for the taking. They trap heat, hold moisture, and create a protective blanket over your worm bin. So, before you bag up those autumn leaves, think about your garden's best friends. Let's see how these simple, natural materials can help your worms beat the winter blues and keep your compost thriving all season long. Enter the forgotten leaf trick. Every fall, trees drop a free delivery of organic matter, leaves. Most people bag them up, but leaves are a carbon-rich blanket and a slow-release food source. As leaves decompose, microbes generate heat, nature's own compost heater. By layering leaves on your worm bin, you insulate it and provide food. The leaf blanket traps warmth, keeping the core of the bin several degrees warmer. As microbes break down the leaves, they soften, making them perfect worm food. Worms move up to feed, staying active even in the cold. You're not just keeping them warm, you're giving them a job. A working worm is a happy worm. 11. Time for the Great Leaf Roundup. Grab a rake, some bags, and collect as many leaves as you can in mid-fall before snow hits. Dry leaves are easier, but a little damp is fine. Gather a big pile, more than you think you'll need. Mix different types: maple, oak, birch, fruit trees. Variety means better nutrition and breakdown. Avoid leaves from busy roads, they can be contaminated. Store your haul in large garbage bags in a dry spot. This is your winter fuel for the worm bin. Think of it as free insulation and food. With your stash ready, you're set for the next step, prepping the perfect leaf blanket. Don't just dump whole leaves in the bin, they can mat down and suffocate your worms. Shred them first. A lawnmower works great, or use a leaf shredder or string trimmer. Shredded leaves create a fluffy, breathable layer. Next, moisten the leaves until they feel like a wrung-out sponge. Too dry, and they won't decompose. Too wet, and things get slimy. Pull back the top of your worm bin and add a thick 6 to 8 inch layer of prepared leaves. Don't mix them in. This is a top blanket. The result? Insulation and a steady food supply all winter. Your worms now have a cozy, productive home. Not all leaves are worm-friendly. The best maple, birch, ash, fruit trees, poplar, willow, thin, quick to break down, and balanced in pH. These make a perfect, nutritious salad bar for worms. Use oak leaves sparingly, they're tough and acidic. Avoid waxy leaves like holly or magnolia. And never use pine needles or eucalyptus. Black walnut leaves are toxic, skip them. Rule of thumb: broadleaf, deciduous trees are usually safe. Conifers and strong-smelling leaves are not. Choose wisely, and your worms will thrive. 10. So, what's happening under that leaf blanket? Microbes in the upper layers break down the leaves, releasing gentle heat. Worms sense the warmth and migrate up to feed. They munch on softened leaves and food scraps, aerating and enriching the compost. Even in winter, your bin stays active, just slower than summer. The leaf layer regulates moisture and prevents compaction. You've created a balanced, self-regulating ecosystem. Instead of a cold, static box, you have a living, breathing compost factory. Nature's rhythms are working for you, not against you. 11. Spring arrives. You open your bin and find rich, dark, crumbly compost and plenty of healthy worms. This is your reward. Vermicompost, the ultimate soil amendment. It's packed with nutrients and beneficial microbes, feeding your plants all season. Vermicompost improves soil structure, helps sandy soils retain water, and breaks up clay. Your garden will need less watering, and your plants will be more resilient. Use it in beds, pots, or make compost tea. Your seedlings will be stronger, your veggies tastier, and your flowers more vibrant, all because you kept your worms happy through winter. Small effort, huge reward. 10. That's the forgotten leaf trick. Simple, practical and powerful. It's a method that's been quietly passed down by generations of gardeners, and now it's your turn to give it a try. With just a little effort, you can transform what many see as yard waste into a valuable resource for your garden and your worms. Instead of bagging up those autumn leaves and sending them to the curb, start seeing them as nature's gift. Each leaf is packed with nutrients and organic matter that your worms crave. When you collect and use them, you're not just cleaning up your yard, you're gathering the building blocks for next season's success. Give your worms what they need, and they'll reward you with black gold. This rich, crumbly compost is the secret behind thriving gardens, lush vegetables, and vibrant flowers. It's a natural fertilizer that improves soil, helps retain moisture, and supports healthy plant growth. This fall, set aside some leaves, shred and moisten them and tuck your worms in. Shredding helps the leaves break down faster, and a little moisture keeps the bedding just right. Think of it as making a cozy winter blanket for your worms, a layer that insulates, feeds, and protects them through the cold months. By doing this, you'll reduce waste, make amazing compost, and boost your garden's productivity. You'll be closing the loop, turning what would be trash into treasure, and giving your plants the best possible start when spring arrives. Every bin in winter is different. Experiment, observe, and adjust. Some winters are mild, others harsh. Pay attention to your worms and their environment. If you notice the bedding drying out, add a bit more moisture. If it's too wet, mix in some dry leaves. Your attention makes all the difference. If your bin is active and smells earthy, you're on the right track. That fresh, soil-like aroma means your worms are happy and healthy, working away to turn leaves and scraps into compost. If you ever notice a sour or unpleasant smell, it's a sign to check moisture and airflow. Remember, it's a partnership. You provide the home, they do the work. Your care and attention create the perfect environment for your worms to thrive, and in return, they'll give you the best compost you've ever seen. So, your mission: don't let your worms get the winter blues. Keep them cozy, well-fed, and protected, and they'll keep working for you all season long. Try the forgotten leaf trick. It's easy, effective, and makes a real difference. You'll be amazed at how much healthier your worms and your garden will be. Next summer, when you harvest your best crops ever, you'll be glad you did. Your vegetables will be bigger, your flowers brighter, and your soil richer than ever before. So what are you waiting for? Now get out there, gather those leaves, and give your worms the best winter ever. Your garden and your worms will thank you.